Okay, come on. YouTube Studio. Bear with me, guys, here. Where do they move everything to here? Give me a second, guys. This is getting on my nerves. They changed a lot of stuff here. My channel. There we go. That's that, and then why do they do this? Not to give away winners announced. Well, I definitely need to change my specs a little bit. I have a X570. I have ASRock X570 Taichi, and I have XT. It's also Taichi. Save. Okay, let's go back to announced. Well, I definitely need to change. Let me turn this specs a little bit. I have a X570. I have ASRock. There we go. Okay, so let's do this here. So we have, just so you guys see here, I have just copy and pasted in order from most recent to least recent. And then I have a random number generator. Now note, I haven't actually selected this yet. It starts at 10. So I already have 8 filled in to the random number generator. So first we're going to randomize the list. So we'll keep this here. You guys can see here. And then we're going to hit generate. There we go. So that goes to Kenny. So let me off screen here pull up what I need to pull up, because I don't want you guys to be able to see this. I've got to keep private data here. Yes, so I don't want to display any of his information, but it looks like he's going to be getting a nice upgrade. It looks like he's using a Wraith Prism. He has a pretty nice system. Here, I'll tell you guys the specs here. So yeah, this is the case he has. Decent board. He has the Wraith Prism. He has the Red Devil, 32 gigs of RAM, M.2 SSD, and he used to have a NHD 15, but he had the original, which looked ugly as hell, and he couldn't deal with it. So he was looking at potentially going air cooling or water cooling, but he really wanted to keep the air cooling design. So looks like it's going to a good home. Kenny, what I will need you to do, let's actually make sure, see if there's any personal information. It does not look like there is on here. So he did like this video and he is subscribed, so we're good there. Let's look at the next one here. So the next one I can't share because it has his personal information on here, but and let's see what the last one has here. So he did also share it on his Facebook page. So he told me his specs, why he would want it, that he liked the video, he shared it, so he did everything that was required for this, and he is going to be the winner of this giveaway. So big congrats to him for that one. Let me refresh this here. There we go. So I guess update with me. And I'm going to edit this to say big announcement. Big announcement. So, just a couple things to get everybody up to snuff here. Here, I'll turn my camera on here. Video capture device. There we go. So, I should be able to see me here. So I have accepted a new position with another company. So I am unfortunately leaving Hornet Security. Decision that took a lot of consideration because, to be frank, Hornet Security has given me a lot of opportunity, really good people, and it was not easy shifting away from them. Just kind of where I'm at and where I want to go. It seemed like kind of the best situation, and everything that's going on in the organization is very positive. There's a lot of growth, and I feel that this is also a good time for them to be able to continue on without me. It's really a shame. I made some really good people, have a lot of friends there. I think it was kind of just the best decision for me to continue the direction I want to go and for them to continue the growth model they're looking for. So if you are in the Pittsburgh area, they will be looking to replace my position and probably hire more people. As I said, growth is definitely on their roadmap. So let me know if you're in the greater Pittsburgh area. They do email security. They're a tech company, so they might have some positions in the support, or my previous position was pre-sales engineer. So yeah, I accepted a company called NetBees right down the street for them. Different, a little bit different in the tech space. They do network monitoring and performance. So I'm pretty excited. A really good opportunity for me. It's a small team of about a dozen or so people, but really good people. So I'm excited for that. So that's one thing. And I've also have decided the Disabled Veterans Project is complete. I have selected a winner. Due to the nature, if you followed my channel, you'll kind of know why I'm not going to go too far into it, because it's a much bigger project than what I led on. But that should definitely be good as well. So I'm really excited. I just reached out to the winner today, and that was not random. That was selected based off the entrance, which was only a couple. So I kind of read through all the entrants, heard the stories, looked at the setups, and just kind of felt that who I felt was the best decision. And I did select based off of that. And unfortunately, there were a couple people that I think definitely could have won. And I actually incorporated my wife, since my wife is a disabled veteran in the United States Navy. So I definitely took her opinion as well. We actually came to the same decision. So, but that was also not something public that I was doing. I wanted to keep it away from what I was doing on YouTube a fair bit. So hopefully there will be some coverage about that project coming full circle here. Some things that are coming up on the channel, so I'm actually really excited for the next couple things. I'm only a week ahead right now, so I do apologize. Let me show you here. So the next, you know what? I need to. Okay, that's private. Where is? Oh, this is a good video. So long story short, I essentially got a 8700K coming up on the channel for very little, probably in the ballpark of $200. And I was ecstatic because I'm putting a whole build. I'm actually selling a whole build. I'm really excited. It's going to be a higher end system. It has a 144 hertz monitor, this one, full disclosure. And but the video says why you shouldn't buy an 8700K for $200. And to say I was very surprised that I was able to make this video it is pretty big. It's pretty telling. I did not expect going into that video for it to be called that. I was expecting it to be called why an A700K is still a good buy in 2019. And it actually turned out to be why you shouldn't buy one even for as little as $200. So that's a really cool video that's coming up. This one was one that, oh man, I've had this on the roadmap for a long time. It is literally, why is everybody buying this $20 CPU cooler? And it's about, here, I'll show you here. It's about debunking the Ryzen stock cooler myth. So the general consensus that I have seen is everybody's like, a stock cooler, you can overclock on Ryzen. And then that changed in Ryzen 3000, where, in my opinion, it's not nearly sufficient enough for that. So that's pretty exciting. Some other videos that I've done that I really think a lot of people should consider watching that aren't already super popular. I I would love for you guys to watch this video, but this is boring, unfortunately. I mean, they gave me this product to review. It's going to be talked about in other videos, but unfortunately, I don't have a good way of doing power supplies. This is a very under-watched video. I wish more people would watch this. I absolutely love this case. I think it's one of the best cases under $100, bar none. This, again, I was surprised this is not doing well. My other PC cooler fans did much better. I've used these like 6 or 7 times. I really like this monitor a lot, but I understand it is a sponsored piece, so it might not be that popular. Same thing with this one, another sponsored piece. This one, a bit more popular than I expected, and there's going to be a follow-up to this. Should you upgrade from a 1600 to a 3600? So that's coming. Is a 1070 still worth buying? I actually expected this to be more popular. I really did. This is popular. That didn't surprise me at all. This is underrated. Kind of surprised me. I thought this would do a little better. I'll probably stop the SSD reviews, even though this was a really in-depth review. It's not done well. So I don't know if I need to change the title, the thumbnail, whatever, but I thought it was a good product. This, I pimped out a fair bit, and it's done well. This monitor's been on sale now 3 or 4 times in the last month. $400, and for $100 it's a stupid buy not to get it. This is going live. This is how to basically install Ryzen CPU for the holidays. I made it for a friend, but it'll go live here in a couple weeks. This is doing okay, but I really wish it would pick up, and that is my personal laptop that I bought, which I feel is one of the best buys I've ever made. This is currently $300 on Walmart. It's a Ryzen 5 2500U, 5 gigs or 8 gigs of RAM, and a 256 gig NVMe SSD. And now it's 12 gigs of RAM, and it has the 500 gig drive from here. I'm using the 256 gig elsewhere. So, but that's pretty much it. A lot of these videos are doing quite well. This is starting to pick up pretty well. This video absolutely blew up, which blew my mind, but I mean, I guess that happens. This video is picking up some steam. That video is doing well. That video is doing well. So a lot of my 5700 reviews are doing well. This video is done well. And by the way, just so, let's see if there's any comments here. I don't think there's even anybody watching. Oh, there's 2 people watching. Oh wait, there's a comment. Hey man, just saying what's up. Hey Joey, nice to chat with you here. If you're looking for a budget board, the oh, wait, not that one. This one. The ASRock B450 Pro 4, that should be the first board you consider to buy. If you can spend more, 100%, no doubt about it. But this board is usually between $70 and $80, and I use it for my test system. It has a 6+3 phase. The 6 is in parallel, so it's really a 3. But the VRM cooling and the way it's designed is perfectly suitable. It has addressable RGB, 4-pin RGB, has NVMe and M.2 support, has 6 SATA ports. I mean, it's a really, really good budget board. I wouldn't say you should get it if you're going 3900X. You should have a little more budget, but it still would work. This one really didn't do well. It's been out for 3 months, but anyway. So that's kind of just some of the stuff that's going on. If you're a little late, Mr. Kenny here did win the whatchamacallit, the giveaway. So what I did was you can watch the playback. I randomized them, and then he was put in #1 place, and I hit generate, and there you go. So but that's pretty much it. I have some things coming up on the horizon while it's not done yet. So I have test results for the 3400G. So I actually have maybe another video I'm going to be doing there. I'm doing a video on the 1600. At least I'm going to be adding to my database for the 1660 Ti. So I have one of those coming in shortly. Here, I'll show you guys here. Here, I got Big Head Tech. Footage to edit. Where are we at here? And master GPU list. Here we go. So this is my repository of all of the graphics cards I have right now. So as you can see here, I have a standardized test bench. And then I run a bunch of different games. And I currently have Vega 11, RX 580, 1660, 1070, 5700, 1080, 5700 XT. This can be deleted. So just trying to add to my repository as much as I can. That way when I do updates and everything like that, I'll have a master list. It's not a perfect science because the problem is as drivers improve and everything like that, I can't retest all these because, to give you an example, the only cards that I have in my possession right now are these 4. So that's going to be going away soon. That's my wife's, that's my test card, that's my card. So, I'm going to be selling that. That's already sold. That's gone. I'm surprised that I actually have all the results for 1660. And then that was in a build I did as well. So, unfortunately, it's not an exact science, but I've never touted my YouTube channel as being an exact science YouTube channel. That's actually my biggest, I think, pro is I'm not an exact science kind of guy. And I do that intentionally. Not to mislead people, but like my testing methodology is different. I don't do all programs closed. Everybody else does that. I don't do maximum overclock. That's boring for 2 reasons. A, my customer base and my viewers generally don't try to push their CPUs because here's the other thing. You dial in a voltage, okay? It's stable for most scenarios. You've never had a restart. And then you're working on Adobe export and all of a sudden you get a blue screen. And it's like, I want to be able to do everything stable. 1-click buttons, 1-click overclock, XMP. I try not to play, like, for example, auto undervolt, which is what I have. I think I might GPU set to that. Oh no, I undid that because I thought it was acting up, but it turns out it was actually FreeSync was actually doing it. So I think I need to reset this again. Yeah, auto undervolt, continue, apply. So I'm okay with something like this. Because it's 1-click, it's pretty much been tested by AMD being stable. But I'm just not genuinely interested in mainly overclocking because your mileage may vary. Not everybody feels comfortable doing it. You can damage things if you're not careful. So there's a lot of reasons why I don't like to do that testing. And I think there's enough people that do that testing. So. By the way, if you're in the market for SSDs, this is a really, really good video to watch. So here, I'll skip through here. So looking at some of these charts, it's pretty interesting. So what I did was I did 25, 50, and 75% filled. So you can see how everything essentially reacts based off of, how much capacity. Like, for example, what we saw here was the Kingston 2000 at completely filled, definitely dropped off in many places. It dropped off here, for example, on sequential write on ASSD. That's the same frame, so there you go. There's 10 gig. Same thing on 10 gig. Whenever it gets most of the way filled, most of the way filled, most of the way filled. So that's a really good video. I recommend people watching. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and drop out of here. Kenny, I will email you since I obviously have your contact info that you have won. And you will have until the 4th of December. So basically when we hit midnight on the 4th going into the 5th, if I don't hear back from you, then somebody else will be selected. So hopefully you're monitoring your email, and I will get this out to you soon. And I will exit this the same way I always do. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Steve from Big Head Tech. Well, there's a fly. Thank you all for tuning in. Nothing really to buy in the link, so I bid everybody a good holiday, and I'll see you all later on down the road.